I'm Jeff Williams with Bridge Housing, Senior Project Manager, and Bridge Housing and MAC were the co-developers of the COMM 22 project. It includes multiple components: affordable housing for families and seniors, commercial space including daycare, community health clinic. We have for sale housing that's being built on the east side of the property by Habitat for Humanity, and then a future phase on the other side of the property that will be an adaptive reuse of one of the school district's only buildings that's remaining, the 1929 school district warehouse building. It's a project that took almost 15 years to bring to fruition and had a lot of challenges along the way.
Dan Johnson, Vice President, SCS Engineers. SCS is an environmental engineering company, so we were tasked with addressing the complex site history. It was a vacant bus yard, but historically it had been things like an above-ground storage tank farm with bulk storage tanks, bus service and repair. That was the underground storage tank part of it, had to do with the buses. And so it would be classified what we call a brownfield site. So trying to transition a brownfield site with environmental issues, leaking underground storage tanks, soil contamination into a multifamily project inevitably has many challenges.
My name is Chuck Prytel. I'm a project manager with SCS Engineers, and I was the project manager for the first about 3/4 of the COMM 22 project. The site was first developed before the turn of the century, actually as a residential site, and it was filled in because there was a drainage way through the middle of the property, which created some challenges because the soil that it was filled in was actually containing burn ash, which has metals in it, including lead. And working with the local regulatory agency, the County Department of Environmental Health Voluntary Assistance Program, it's a program to assist developing properties and addressing hazardous materials contamination, to basically make sure that things are done to meet regulatory requirements to protect the public and to protect the environment and groundwater. We also worked with their local oversight program in the very first portion of the work we did, and then melded that into how do we address that in the most cost-effective way and the most environmentally sensitive way.
Collaboration in what we do on a brownfield site is essential. We want to shift the paradigm. Often when you're working with regulatory agencies, you're being regulated and you're working with, it might be an air pollution regulation or some other regulation where somebody's telling you that you have this prescriptive value that you have to achieve. In this case, it's completely different. I think you want to try and align all of the different stakeholders toward the end goal, toward the project. And then when people realize what it is that they're trying to accomplish, this beautiful project that we have here, then we get things done that we wouldn't ordinarily get done. So collaboration, particularly with the county as the regulator in this case, was very important.
The Voluntary Assistance Program staff, we work with them if there's any questions as far as what we're doing, as far as how it's going to relate and how they're going to view the interpretation of the regulatory laws. They're always very helpful in helping, making sure that we do things in the most cost-effective way, we do things in the most environmentally responsible way, and that we meet all the letter of the law.
Two examples of problem solving and solutions that we came up with. One was that we helped Bridge identify a funding source, the Prop 1C monies, and Bridge took advantage of some remediation funding from the state. And then the other thing that we did was, I would put it in the realm of value engineering.
My name is Chris Crosby. I'm a project manager with SCS Engineers. From when the property mitigation plan was prepared and approved in 2008, some of the regulations had changed, so we had an opportunity to go back to the Department of Environmental Health and propose reuse of some of the soil.
We were able to refine the soil management program for the site, and we were able to save them about $500,000. In the end, I think we were able to shift around 10,000 cubic yards of soil from the needing remediation, going off to a landfill, to beneficial reuse. And that saved about 300,000 pounds of carbon dioxide, so greenhouse gases, because we didn't have to ship that stuff away to a landfill in Arizona.
So that was very helpful and beneficial cost-wise to the developer, saved a lot of money there. So it was a win-win.
I saw it at the very beginning when it was just a lot of asphalt and buildings that have been torn down, and to see it today and to see what it's done for the community and the affordable housing that's here now, it is an honor to have been involved in the project and to be able to work with Bridge Housing on their project.